So here are some things you should try not to do in the test if you want a high band. Don't give very short answers. In part 1 of the test, the examiner may ask you some simple questions like, "Where are you from?" But you should answer with more than 1 or 2 words. Here's a good example. Where are you from?
I'm from a city called Krakow, which is in the southwest of Poland. I've lived there all my life.
Don't repeat yourself all the time and overuse simple words. To get a high band, you need to show that you can use different words to say the same thing. So try not to repeat the same words all the time. Don't memorize long answers. The examiner is trained to notice pre-prepared answers and will not give you a positive score. What's more, your intonation will probably sound unnatural, so you will get a lower score for pronunciation. Just don't do this. Don't get stressed if you don't understand the question. As I explained earlier, you are allowed to ask the examiner to repeat the question, so don't panic. Don't make long, frequent pauses. As I explained earlier, it's better to use conversation fillers than to say nothing. If you sit in silence, you will lose points for fluency and coherence. Don't spell your name for the examiner. When the examiner asks for your name at the beginning of the test, just give your full name without spelling it. If there's an English version of your name that you like to use, you can add something like, "But you can call me Michael." Don't use your native language. Use only English during the test. Don't use words and idioms that you are not sure about. If you have just learnt a new word, phrase, structure or idiom, and you are not confident about using it, then don't use it. It's too risky. You can easily use it the wrong way. You should be especially careful with idioms and phrasal vocabulary. Don't write on the task card in part 2. The examiner will give you a piece of paper for making notes. Don't ask the examiner if what you say is correct. The examiner is not allowed to respond to you unless you need clarification about a question.